If you watch any Pokemon YouTuber, you probably already know who Jaiden is. For those of you who don't know her, Jaiden is a popular YouTuber known for her incredible animations, hence the name. While Jaiden's content centers around lots of things in addition to Pokemon, her impact on the space cannot be stressed enough. Jaiden is a huge part of why Nuzlockes are well known. Her original video, I attempted my first Pokemon Nuzlocke, has over 75 million views. Now, as a former world champion myself, I like competitive battling much more than Nuzlocking, so I reached out to Jaiden to see if she'd be interested in learning competitive Pokemon. Competitive Pokemon is different in many ways to Nuzlocking, but at the end of the day, Pokemon is still Pokemon. When Jaiden said she was down to give it a shot, I got to work. Jaiden gave me a list of every single Pokemon ranked by how she felt about them. I decided that in order to build Jaiden's team, I'd only use Pokemon in the S, A, and B tiers, and that half of the Pokemon needed to be in either S or A. Before we talk about the team I came up with, we need to talk about the format. Competitive Pokemon's rule set changes frequently. At present, the format is what's called a restricted format. In a restricted format, players are allowed 1 or 2 legendary Pokemon that are normally banned. Because these legendary Pokemon are so strong, games play out a bit differently than other formats, and the specific restricted Pokemon you choose dictate a lot of what your team is going to look like. There were no legal restricted Pokemon in the S tier. A strong start. The A tier left me with 4 options: Groudon, Dialga, Giratina, and Yveltal. There were a lot more options in the B tier, but because these Pokemon were going to be coming to so many of the matches, I wanted Jaiden to like them. I settled on using Groudon and Yveltal. Groudon sets the sun up, which is invaluable against the powerful water-restricted Pokemon Kyogre and Palkia. It's also able to do tons of damage against Zacian and Incineroar, the 2 most popular Pokemon in the format. Groudon has a ton of good matchups, and there aren't many scenarios where it ends up feeling useless, so I thought it could be a good starting point. I gave Groudon a Life Orb and made it fast and offensive, as opposed to the standard, slower, and bulkier Groudon. Yveltal is different than a lot of other restricted Pokemon. While most restricted Pokemon focus on doing absurd amounts of damage, Yveltal instead leans into its defenses. Thanks to its ability boosting Dark-type attacks and the fact that Foul Play uses the target's attack stat instead of the user's, Yveltal is able to invest heavily in its defenses. Yveltal is great at pestering your opponent. It can weaken special attackers with Snarl, heal itself up with Oblivion Wing, and even finish off low HP Pokemon with Sucker Punch. I gave Yveltal the Assault Vest item and invested heavily in its bulk, making it a huge nuisance to get off the field. I knew I wanted to have at least 1 Pokemon from the S tier. I messed around trying to get Centiskorch and Galarian Zapdos to work, but in the end chose Gastrodon. Gastrodon's ability Storm Drain is great to pair with Groudon, since it makes Gastrodon immune to water attacks. Gastrodon also helps against electric and rock attacks that are able to hit Yveltal for super effective damage. I trained Gastrodon to be defensive, had it hold a Citrus Berry, and gave it a moveset of Protect, Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Yawn. Yawn is really strong in a Dynamax format, as you can hit a Pokemon that is Dynamaxed and force them to either fall asleep or give up their Dynamax early. At this point, I ran into a major problem. Jaiden hates Incineroar. Incineroar is probably the best Pokemon in the game. While it won't sweep you, the support it offers is just incomparable to any other Pokemon, thanks to the combination of Intimidate, Fake Out, and Parting Shot. There are some Pokemon that fill a similar role, like Rillaboom and Landorus T, but unfortunately, Jaiden didn't like those Pokemon either. I tested Hitmontop, Salamence, Arcanine, and even Arbok, but I just couldn't keep up with my opponent's Incineroar. Ready to give up, I went through the tier list one last time. It hit me. What I needed wasn't explicitly Intimidate, it was a way to make my Pokemon bulkier. In Pokemon, there's rarely only one right way to do things, and in this case, a different dark type could fill the same role. Enter Grimmsnarl. This hairy monstrosity has the Prankster ability, allowing its non-damaging moves to move before other Pokemon. Pairing this ability with the support moves Reflect and Light Screen gave my team the survivability I was looking for. Grimmsnarl held the Light Clay item, making Reflect and Light Screen stay up for 8 full turns, often the length of a full game. I also gave it Thunder Wave to pester opponents, and Foul Play so it could still do damage. At this point, I was a bit worried that the team didn't have enough damage output, but luckily for me, Game Freak's Golden Child happened to be passable in Jaiden's eyes. Charizard is a very powerful Pokemon, especially in Sun, thanks to its Solar Power ability. Solar Power gives all of Charizard's attacks a damage boost in Sun. On top of the boost Sun gives to Fire-type moves, at the cost of a little bit of Charizard's HP. On top of that, Charizard has a very powerful Gigantamax form. If Charizard hits an opponent with Gmax Wildfire, it will set up a passive damage effect on the opponent, doing lots of chip damage for 4 turns. Since I already had Groudon on the team, I thought Charizard could be a really strong addition. I gave it Protect, Blast Burn, Air Slash, and Scorching Sands. Most Charizard run Solar Beam, but I found I was never clicking it, and Scorching Sands is stronger against Incineroar. One quirky thing about Charizard on this team is its held item. Most people choose to run the Life Orb to let Charizard do even more damage. I instead selected the Lumberry, as Charizard getting hit with Thunder Wave, Spore, or Sleep Powder was a bad time for our Fire Lizard. Lastly, I knew I wanted a Pokemon that was fast, and ideally would help the rest of the team be faster too. When it comes to speed, there's one Pokemon that can't be beat: Regieleki. This energetic light bulb is the fastest thing in the format, and slows down enemy teams by using Electroweb. Regieleki is great early to disrupt the opponent, or late into the game to finish off low HP Pokemon. I ran Protect, Thunderbolt, Electroweb, and Volt Switch with the Focus Sash item, which is the standard moveset. There can be a lot of information to remember when you're first starting out playing Pokemon, and I wanted to do what I could to make things easier for Jaiden. I put together some slides with the help of my friends 17 Cats in a Trench Coat and L to make a little cheat sheet for the team. You can pause to read them if you want, but I'll share the full PDF in the description if you want to give it a look. The goal of the team was to take Jaiden from beginner tier all the way to Master Ball tier. 10 whole ranks on the Sword and Shield ladder. It was going to be a tough task, but I had faith we could do it. Jaiden and I hopped on a call, I explained the team, and we were ready to go. Oh, one quick thing first before we jump into the battles. Listen, it's not exactly a secret that I'm a hairy guy. In fact, my hair has gone through many phases in the last decade, some better than others. What you probably don't know is that male pattern baldness runs in my family, and I may one day lose my luscious locks. Now, I've come to terms with my impending baldness, but frankly, I'd prefer to keep my hair, and that's where Keeps can help. Keeps is an online subscription service that helps men keep their hair. They offer clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. It's super easy too, as you can get everything you need delivered straight to your door. Keeps also offers 24/7 care and support, and has a network of medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists to support you in making your hair goals a reality. The treatment plans come with a year of unlimited messaging, so you can connect with your prescribing doctor about anything, anytime. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your first order, go to keeps.com/wolfievgc or click the link in the description. That's keeps.com/wolfievgc. There are 4 tiers below Master Ball: Beginner, Pokeball, Great Ball, and Ultra Ball. Since Jaiden hadn't played on the ladder before, we'd be starting in Beginner Tier 1. Nerves were high as we loaded into our first game. The start can absolutely set the tone of a laddering session. It was time to battle. Cool, so this opponent doesn't have any restricted Pokemon, so yeah, you'll probably just
these are probably just children, right? Because I'm definitely Beginner 1.
A lot.
Yeah, it did. Are all these Pokemon like EV maxed out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything should be EV'd correctly, and then
oh man, these are definitely just his friends.
Yeah.
Like his friend Pokemon. Got lots of shinies though.
Wait, oh yeah, it is a shiny Nihilego. I didn't even notice. Oh, also Yveltal's ability powers up all dark moves on the field, so that's why Oblivion Wing is your weakest move. That went well, though it helped that our opponent didn't have a restricted Pokemon. Unfortunately, the rest of our games wouldn't be this easy. Our next opponent actually had 2 restricted Pokemon. Oh wow, this is like a good team.
This is like my team, but he's got Calyrex.
Thundurus, Calyrex, Gastrodon, Groudon, Charizard, and Incineroar. Half of our teams were the same, but they had Incineroar, a huge nuisance. Despite having so many big offensive threats, our opponent leads with Gastrodon and Incineroar.
Crazy, like, is this Incineroar just like an attacker? Or does he just want to like me up mentally first?
The battle starts with a slow turn 1, and then we're just going to protect this Charizard, because like, they really can't do that much, yeah, in my opinion.
So this is definitely like a, let's see. Also, let me just look at you real quick.
Our Grimmsnarl sets it Reflect while Charizard activates Incineroar's Shuka Berry, as the opponent yawns Charizard and uses Parting Shot to bring in their Groudon. So they have, yeah, that's a berry. That's why we didn't Dynamax here, is because they might have had this berry. So you do less damage, but now you can probably KO them in the future. Parting Shot, yep, fine. And that's another reason we didn't Dynamax, because we couldn't have KO'd their Incineroar, and then you would have gotten dropped.
Gotcha. I think I'm much more of like a pattern person. Like I absorb more after like a lot of repeating patterns. So I'll probably be very lost until I just like
suddenly it
remember like the fourth time.
That totally makes sense. Cool. With Charizard's special attack lowered, we want to get it off the field. Since there's no real major special attacker in play, we decide to use Foul Play into Groudon with Grimmsnarl to do some damage.
Groudon friends.
Gordon's. And now this is actually a nice position because you activated the Shuka Berry and the Incineroar. Next time it comes in, you can just like,
oh my god,
that's so good. So remember how Foul Play uses their attack stat?
Oh my god, holy sh!
Yeah, so this Foul Play is about to do big damage.
Oh my god. That's terrifying, but also like hilarious. Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. That's okay. With Groudon being yawned, our position is a little awkward, but nothing we can't handle. Realizing Groudon is probably going to take out Grimmsnarl, Jaiden and I decide to switch in Yveltal to set up for the next turn, but the opponent decides to play it slow as well, protecting and switching in Charizard. So we can either Thunder Wave, which is going to make their Charizard very sad, or we can Light Screen, which is like also going to make their Charizard sad.
I like Thunder Wave.
And then Yveltal now.
It feels more personal.
It does. It's rude. Our opponent Gigantamaxes their Charizard.
Hello.
He's mad. He yells.
Hello, special Charizard.
Hello, special boy.
I cannot believe that they redid Charizard's shiny.
I know.
That is the most outrageous thing possible.
Groudon goes down and things are looking good until Airstreaming here, if I had to guess. Oh no, they went for Wildfire. Okay. Oh, the Bacon Bird. Oh my god! With Yveltal and Groudon both down, we each only have 3 Pokemon left to finish the game with. The only Pokemon we have left that can deal with our opponent's Charizard is Groudon, and our opponent answers by sending out their Gastrodon.
He's got the one that's worse. He's got the pink one.
Grimmsnarl isn't doing anything, so we decide to switch in Charizard, but their Charizard protects. That's okay. This is still a really good for you. And Rockslide can flinch as well. So yeah, that'd be nice.
I see what Gastrodon does in these matches now.
Yes, there's leftovers too. Oh my gosh, this thing's so annoying. I'm worried Incineroar might switch in to let the Charizard survive the Rock Slide. So just to be safe, we double into it with Charizard as well after like whatever is left. So they actually stay in here, which is fine.
What is the reasoning for Dynamaxing this Charizard right now?
So I'm worried because the sun just went down. I'm worried if the Gastrodon scalds you, then you'll take too much damage. And like because we know that their last Pokemon are really defensive, like it's Gastrodon and Incineroar, neither of which are known for the damage output. We just need to make sure that we like have enough damage at the end of the game to win. And so yeah, it's mostly just like we don't really, it's unlikely that we're going to need our Dynamax for anything else once this Charizard goes down. So it feels better. It feels safer just to kind of go for it now, if that makes sense. We hit both, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Their Charizard goes down, but because of the yawn, our Groudon falls asleep. It's going to be all up to our Charizard to finish the game. Incineroar is sent out, and because we activated the Shuka Berry earlier, Charizard does huge damage with Max Quake. So bulky.
I didn't know he was like that bulky.
Yeah.
Is he also especially defensive like that?
Yeah, so he's really specially bulky. And then Intimidate makes him physically bulky. He's just like not balanced. You're gonna fall asleep here, but you have a Lumberry, which is nice. No, you don't actually stay asleep. We're just gonna G-Max Wildfire into the Incineroar here because all your moves will probably KO it. And so it's better to do something that like actually, yeah, I would Light Screen here, I think.
That's such a big light screen.
I know. Yeah, because it basically like some moves like change depending on how big your Pokemon are. Like Lumberry, for example, I think was really big there. Skill. Nice. Okay, cool. With Incineroar down, it's Gastrodon against the world.
Tiny Gastrodon damage. I can't believe the fire does so much.
Thanks to the passive damage from G-Max Wildfire, we're able to slowly knock it out and win the game. Our next opponent only had one restricted Pokemon, and they forfeited after their Dynamax Pokemon was knocked out by Charizard. Oh, GG, yeah.
Oh.
You got some Carbos, congratulations.
Nice.
The real reason we play.
I'm getting so many items. So many gifts. Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you already, I
Pokeball
forgot about
tier.
Pokeball tier. How could I forget about Pokeball tier, the classic? We'd made it out of beginner tier and into Pokeball already. 1 tier down, 3 to go. We started off strong, taking down a cool Lugia-centered Trick Room team. At this point, we were still undefeated and feeling confident. We had no idea that our next opponent would be our toughest one yet. Oh, okay, that's weird. Well, they have 2 restricteds. That is a really weird team.
What
And
does Kabutops do?
I don't know, but it kills your Charizard, so we gotta watch out for that. I think Aleki comes here.
Yeah, Thundurus and Zacian.
Yeah, let's try Aleki, Yveltal, Groudon. It's tricky. It might be... You want to try Gastrodon here?
Yeah, I will always say yes to Gastrodon.
Yeah. Our opponent had mostly a standard team, but the Kabutops and Mewtwo were total wild cards. Luckily for us, the odds of them leading both weirdo Pokemon were pretty much 0. Oh. Okay, what the heck?
These 2 friends.
These 2 friendies.
They're best friends.
I have no idea what's going on over here, but I'm very nervous. So, okay, we have a couple options here. Basically, like, you can KO either of their Pokemon. Which one would you go after here? Because, yeah, there's not like a wrong answer, but
I'm
yeah.
scared of Kabutops because I don't know
Same.
what the he's doing here.
Yeah, so I agree. So I think with the Lucky, let's just click Electroweb because it's safe. And then I think let's just foul play the Kabutops because the thing is that the Mewtwo shouldn't be able to do anything to your Yveltal, whereas the Kabutops can, and we got. Normally, Regieleki would outspeed Mewtwo and be able to Electroweb it down before it attacked. But our opponent's Mewtwo was holding the Choice Scarf. He looks way weirder when he's Dynamax. Like, I never thought... Oh, no!
What?
Oh, no, I know what this is! It's... Oh, no! Okay, it's gonna be weak armor and weakness policy. Oh, no.
God.
I didn't even... Oh, no.
I didn't even know he had a mouth.
And it's wait, it has a mouth? It's
Look at it,
Scarf
underneath.
Mewtwo. Oh,
Whoa.
God. Okay, it's okay. We can still win this, but oh, God. Come on, Aleki, please be faster. Ow!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Yveltal.
Yveltal, dodge it. No. Oh, God. Okay, well, that went badly.
It's a windy
It's okay.
day.
We can still win this. We can still win this. Okay, I gotta do some thinking. That didn't do enough. Okay. Jaiden sends out Groudon to try and deal with this Kabutops. We should be able to just click Electroweb and Press Displays, and that they shouldn't really have anything that they can do against that, I think.
Okay.
Except hope that you miss, and if you miss, then we're just doomed, but we're gonna hit, I believe.
I do hit those misses though. I will say
Okay.
I have probably the worst luck I've ever seen from anyone in my entire life.
Oh, well, that would have been nice to know before we clicked the inaccurate move.
I should have told you that one time I lost 20 coin flips in a row.
What? Okay, one time I lost 10 games of rock, paper, scissors in a row, so I think that we're a bad pairing. Maybe the bad luck will cancel out. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, gotcha. Tiny mouth.
Please. Actually, in this case, even if we miss, we're not like doomed, but it would be nice to hit. Gastrodon might end up being our saving grace here, by the way.
Little boy.
Please,
Little
please,
guy.
please, please. Nice. Okay.
What is the accuracy on Pacifer's blade?
85.
Oh,
So not
yeah, I
super
missed
high.
those.
We've evened up the Pokemon count, but our opponent sends out Whimsicott. Whimsicott would allow our opponent to double their team speed with Tailwind, negating our Electroweb. So here, we're going to switch your Aleki into Gastrodon. I think we're going to max Quake into the Kabutops, because we need to max at some point, and this feels like a good time for it.
Why into Gastrodon?
There's a chance that they hit us with a water move here, and like because their types are water and rock, and Groudon already resists rock. Now like they don't have a good way of hitting Groudon, basically.
Gotcha.
And the thing is, their last Pokemon's probably Zacian, which is awkward because we don't like Zacian will do double damage to us when we're in big form, so we have to. This actually might be Gastrodon like required to save us, I think.
Big Groudon, the way
Big
he was
Gordon.
intended to be.
I wish that I mean, I don't actually wish that they were different, but I think it'd be cool if like if when you Dynamax Groudon and Kyogre, they look like the primal form, you know?
Oh yeah.
Just Tailwind, yeah. The real thing we have to worry about is Whimsicott, which is
Yeah.
pretty spooky. Geyser? Oh,
Oh.
that's awesome. That's so good.
Damn.
Okay.
Go Groudon, go.
go, Gordon.
So fast and nimble.
Okay, cool. So that Gastrodon puts us in a really good spot, I think. Though it's still gonna be close.
Oh my god, he's so. Both of his important stats are like going up.
That turn went pretty much as well as it could have, but we aren't out of the woods yet. Our opponent's final Pokemon is Zacian, the single strongest Pokemon in the game. Do you want to yawn the Whimsicott and just like maybe take it a little slower? We can make like a defensive move here, yawn the Whimsicott and protect the Groudon, and that way like because Groudon seems like such a bigger threat, I think that they're more likely to go after it. Yep, and they're also more likely to play defensive. Exactly. So the question here is, does the Whimsicott have a Grass move? Because that could be a problem. Uh-oh. Oh no, we'll live this. Trust.
Ooh,
oh, it's so bulky. Gastrodon getting a yawn off here is huge, as we are quickly running out of ways to deal with this Whimsicott. It's our final turn of Dynamax, so Jaiden and I decide to turn on the jets and attack with both of our Pokemon into Zacian. Wait, why is Whimsicott faster than...
Tailwind, right?
Oh, Whimsicott should be slower than Zacian normally. You're not dying to this, there's no way. Unless they crit. Come on, Gordon. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, that thing is so strong. Cool. And now you win.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
With Zacian knocked out and Whimsicott asleep, our opponent no longer has a way to win.
If I was in this situation, I would just leave.
Our opponent forfeits, and we somehow make it out of our closest set so far with a win. Before we continue with the battles, I'd like to take a second and ask you to subscribe. Currently, only about 5% of my audience is subscribed, and I'd love to be able to show more people why Pokemon is such a special game. Anyway, back to the battles. Charizard and Groudon swept through our next opponent in 3 turns, and our opponent after that maxed Kyogre only to get completely shut down by Gastrodon. After a few more wins, we were only 1 game away from making it out of Pokeball tier.
Oh my goodness. These were some attacking guys.
Yeah, this is like a standard Kyogre team. So typically what this lead does is it uses Tailwind and Water Spout right away to just like do a ton of
crazy
damage.
damage.
Yeah, but your Alecki is Sash and your Yveltal is really bulky, so it's not the end of the world if that happens.
Probably Oblivion. No. You can, this.
Nice. That's a good move.
Okay. I was like, he's not like a physical attacker, but here it comes.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so you're gonna take some damage here, but that's alright. Yeah.
Mega bulky Yveltal.
Yeah,
strikes.
super bulky.
Holy shit.
So much damage, oh my god.
I was thinking maybe I should have just hard focused Thundurus. I didn't know it was gonna damage.
Your Alecki's now faster than their Kyogre, and your Yveltal has a priority move. So if you want, you can try and take out both here. Bye-bye. Nice.
Cool.
Rillaboom would be kind of... Oh, that's actually pretty scary for you because your anti-Rillabumons are on the field and they're like kind of low, you know? It's so tough. I think you want to protect your Alecki and switch your Yveltal into Gastrodon because you want to like basically stall their Tailwind out.
I always forget Tailwind is up because it's not telling
It doesn't
me.
show it. It's really hard. Yeah. So basically this Rillaboom is getting really hard for us because our back Pokemon are both super weak to it. Didn't max. The reasoning is that they're probably using their Grass move or Fake Out into your Alecki and probably like Behemoth Blade into your Gastrodon.
I imagine Gastrodon dies though, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it probably it depends on who they Grassy Glide here. They might go after your Alecki here, but they probably are just gonna kill your Gastrodon.
Oh.
Hang on, if now you have a chance. Oh.
I figured like a quad. Super effective is too good to pass up.
But sometimes people are like, oh, there's no way they let me just kill Gastrodon here, and then you get opportunities like that. Awesome. Oh, they didn't max again.
Do you think they forgot that they can?
I think there's a chance, actually. Nice.
Sorry, Yveltal.
He did such a good job, though.
He did. That's such a cool move.
I know. The animation is so good that it's annoying that it's like the move is too good to really appreciate, you know? With Rillaboom asleep, Groudon is able to come in, Dynamax, and finish it off. With only Zacian left, our opponent can't do enough damage before we knock them out and win the game. Our first match in Great Ball was terrifying. Weakness Policy Zekrom paired with Draining Kiss Comfy nearly got the better of us, but Thanks to the power of friendship and Gmax Wildfire, we managed to close it out. Feeling a little shaken, we loaded into our next game. Our opponent leads off with Kyogre and Tornadus against our Alecki and Charizard. So what's nice is that Gastrodon can switch in here pretty much for free, and then with Alecki you have the choice of protecting and slowing it down, or you can Volt Switch here and just let your Sash go, like get activated early, but in exchange do a lot of damage to Kyogre.
Why would the Electro Web not be an option?
So last time we had Yveltal to like finish off the Tornadus after Electro Web, but this time, because if we Electro Web here, the Tornadus will just kill your Alecki, so it's I think in this case, it's better to switch to Gastrodon and then use either Protect or Volt Switch.
Gotcha. Well, let's just Volt Switch to get some
I like
damage.
that. Kyogre Water Spouts, giving our Gastrodon a special attack boost and activating Alecki's Focus Sash. But Alecki does a ton of damage in return. That's a lot of damage, actually. I think you can go Groudon here and protect this turn.
I wish that with these battles, the Pokemon were all standing a little bit further away from each other. It looks like a group meeting.
Oh, that's really weird. This is okay, though, I think. The thing is, it's not like they can set the rain back up, you know? Okay, that's fine. So sometimes Tornadus carry Rain Dance, so that's another reason why it was good to pick Groudon there, just in case they had, you know. Question is, are they attacking into? Oh,
it happens to the absolute best of us.
Well, yeah, it's just that's a Gastrodon moment.
Kyogre's face.
He's like, oh, I feel so dumb.
Literally, like, oh,
they just connected.
Yeah,
That's so
it's okay,
funny.
man.
It happens to the best of us. Don't
No
feel bad
judgment.
about it. We were 11 wins to 0 losses and feeling good. We'd also already made it into Great Ball Tier 8, with Master Ball being Tier 11. So close to our goal, we were met with our greatest challenge yet. I hate Among Us.
Incineroar, Among Us. It's a pretty standard team. So
Yeah.
Charizard moment.
Yep. We decided to bring Charizard and Alecki up front, with Groudon and Gastrodon in the back, leaving our second restricted Pokemon behind.
Oh, look at these shiny guys.
Yeah, this is pretty spooky, to be honest. We decided to go on the offensive, attacking with both our Pokemon. Oh, they didn't max.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, I think they're gonna... This might be support Thundurus.
Oh, support
Which would
Thundurus
be-
for Among Us.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's... yeah, I don't know, actually, why they would. Because normally, Thundurus Dynamaxes turn 1. If it's not gonna Dynamax, it normally is support, but... Yeah, really weird. Maybe they're Eerie Impulsing? I have no idea what's going on. I think we need to go Gastrodon here. That looks like offensive Thundurus to me, yeah. Because we need Groudon to switch in later to get the sign up against Kyogre.
Oh, true. Great friend.
Please be a good friend, Gastrodon. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, they're gonna die. That's fine. They're dead. Oh, they were life orb. If they had max, we would have died. I'm really surprised they didn't max there.
Interesting.
They just die.
Well, now this guy's in trouble.
Oh my god. Yeah, and Gastrodon's on the field, which is really good because we can yawn now.
I can't believe how much like Kyogre gets trumped by Gastrodon.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's also just nice because Groudon normally loses to Kyogre, so to have him on that like just like helps switch that totally is just really nice. That went pretty much as well as possible. Surely there's no way we could possibly lose from here, right? Zacian takes out Charizard while their Kyogre launches an Ice Beam into Gastrodon. Gastrodon gets the yawn off into Kyogre, putting us in a really solid position. We send out Groudon, intending to finish off the Zacian with Precipice Blades. Kyogre Dynamaxes. It always trips me up because it looks shiny, right? I'm gonna have to, after this, I'm gonna have to look up what shiny Kyogre looks like when Dynamax, because like,
oh yeah,
is it even more pink, you know? Nice, okay, cool. Oh, they might, Jaiden, they might go for Geyser here. Oh no, no. Oh, it's a speed tie. Or they won the speed tie. Oh, please don't die. Oh, that's really bad. So our Groudon's max speed, so normally we outspeed opposing everything, but this is actually awkward now. Hold on. Yeah, we forgot about the possibility that Kyogre could also be timid max speed. Oops. Kyogre falls asleep as we send out Alecki, leaving 2 Pokemon remaining on both sides. I think we just have to Thunderbolt the Zacian and Earth Power the Zacian here is the thing.
Damn, our sash is broken too.
Yeah, unfortunately because of the hail.
Ooh.
Oh, we were so close to being able to finish it off. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be... Yeah. Basically, this comes down to how many turns this Kyogre stays asleep. So right now it has, I think, a 1 in 3 chance of waking up here.
Okay.
And we have, I think... I've lost track of how many wildfire turns we have left. Yeah, I think, let me think. We used wildfire and then we died turn 2 and then this is the last turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so now we just have to pray that this Kyogre stays asleep. If it wakes up, then we definitely lose. We could have protected a Lucky there, but the thing is that if we protect a Lucky and they, oh yeah, this game, unfortunate. That's my bad. We were in such a good position after turn 1. Yeah, I didn't really consider a speed tie there. Like, yeah, we definitely should have been able to win this. That's my bad. I think if we had gone into a Lecky and Electro Web first, I don't know why we didn't do that. That was, yeah. Sorry, I lost a little bit of focus.
No, it's okay. I should have emphasized how much I lose coin flips.
Unfortunately, with Kyogre waking up, we don't have enough health left in the tank, and we lose our first game. We knew we couldn't give up, but we were in real danger of going on a losing streak and losing all the progress we'd worked so hard to make. How are you feeling, by the way? Is this like, you still good? You having fun still?
Yeah, it's going good.
Knowing the next match could really set the tone for this home stretch, we loaded in. Our opponent leads off with Blastoise and Zapdos against our Yveltal and Regieleki. Since either of our opponent's Pokemon can Dynamax here, we decide to play it slow and protect and switch to Gastrodon. Okay, here's the max, Ultra Ball. What do you think, Blastoise or Zapdos?
Probably Blastoise.
I'm thinking Zapdos.
Really? You're probably right.
Maybe.
Then. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, they disconnect. Oh, they probably like water move. Well, let's see what they did. They disconnected. And I'm wondering if they lightninged into the Gastrodon slot. It might have been a Wi-Fi issue, but it might have been also. The turn will still play out, but at the end of the turn, it'll just go on. Oh my God, they went for help again. Max lightning probably. They just rage quit.
We were like scared of their team.
Yeah, but I mean, that's, you know, like I said, if you like, one of the nice things about Yveltal in front, Gastrodon in back, is it's really easy to bait people into a bad move like that. Our next opponent had a really tough combination of restricted Pokemon in Yveltal and Zacian. They also had Landorus T, which is really hard for us to deal with since we don't have Intimidate, Rotom Heat, which is strong against our Groudon, their own Grimmsnarl, and Gastrodon.
Gastrodon is so hard to deal with. Whoa, royalty.
Oh my gosh, whoa, that's trippy. Our opponent leads off with Landorus and Grimmsnarl against our Charizard and Grimmsnarl. This is a really tough lead, and though we could try and trade Charizard for lots of damage on Landorus, it might not go in our favor. We decide to switch Charizard into Groudon, hoping their Landorus uses max Rockfall. If they Rockfall here, I think we're in a good position, but if they Airstream, I think it can get kind of awkward quickly because Groudon will take a lot. So we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. And they're like, Landorus is just gonna be a huge pain to deal with. They do max though, which is good. Like, it would be kind of awkward if they Swords Danced or something, but yeah, we're basically gonna try and stall out their max and then sweep them with Charizard, I think. I always think Landorus is like a little breastplate, just a little weird, you know?
Yeah, it looks like a cute little feminine t-shirt.
Yeah, it does.
He's all dressed up for the occasion.
All dressed up with nowhere to go. So sad. Looking at Landorus through that lens, I feel like he matches the trainer better. Nice.
Yeah.
We get the turn right, but we aren't out of the woods yet. We still have 2 more turns of Dynamax to get through, and we can't do much damage until their Dynamax ends. We decide to play it slow, protecting Groudon and attacking with Grimmsnarl.
I like doing damage.
Yeah, doing damage is nice. I'm with you. Their Grimmsnarl sets up Reflect, but their Landorus attacks into our Groudon to protect, doing very little damage. Unfortunately, Grimmsnarl's Foul Play does almost nothing thanks to the Reflect our opponent set up. We can't let Groudon go down, as we need the Sun for Charizard later, so we switch to Yveltal and set Light Screen up. Our opponent switches into Zacian and chugs our Yveltal with max Airstream. No damage happens the next turn, as Zacian protects and Landorus flies. Their Zacian doesn't want to get Thunder Waved, so they switch into their Grimmsnarl once again. Miss. Oh.
Oh, he was just chilling up there.
Oh, he crit! Oh, that's okay. That's actually really unlucky. Holy cow. Okay, that's actually bad. We may be in some trouble now. With Landorus still alive, Charizard can't do its job without being in serious danger. We're forced to play defensive, hoping for Grimmsnarl to take out their Landorus.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here it comes.
I hate seeing Rock Slide.
Nice.
Oh,
Landorus is nearly down, so we once again switch Groudon into a rock move and finish off the Landorus with Grimmsnarl. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Finally got rid of this stupid Landorus. We've evened up the Pokemon count, but our Grimmsnarl is nearly out of health. Our opponent sends out Yveltal, and we protect Groudon, hoping they'll knock out our Grimmsnarl, but they instead decide to double Groudon, leaving our Grimmsnarl doing little damage with Foul Play. Reflect has expired, so we send it up again and get some damage down with Groudon. We flinch the Yveltal and get crit by the Grimmsnarl, leaving us with low HP on Groudon. Yveltal tries to finish off our Groudon with Sucker Punch, but thanks to Reflect, we hang on. Oh, that's really big! Groudon goes down thanks to the Life Orb recoil, but not before chunking Yveltal and Grimmsnarl with Rock Slide. Finally, it's time to Dynamax. Both Grimmsnarl set Light Screen back up. Charizard finishes off Grimmsnarl, and there Yveltal uses Snarl and crits our Charizard. We're each down to our last 2 Pokemon. Yveltal and Zacian against Charizard and Grimmsnarl. Zacian protects, and there Yveltal finishes off our Grimmsnarl. It's all down to Charizard. Okay, that's not enough. Okay, if we don't get crit here, we're in really good shape. Not to jinx it.
Is a bit excessive.
It would be a bit excessive. Okay. Okay, if Yveltal crits, we might die. Let's see what they go for. Oblivion Wing, okay.
Oof.
Nice. Oh, wait, it might come down to a 50-50. I think there Yveltal has Sucker Punch. So if they... it's really hard to tell. I can't tell if they're going to get KO'd by another one of those. You want to know something cool that they could do here, by the way? You just protect always and hope that the wildfire kills them.
Cool.
So if they were Omega Brain, what they could do is they could Oblivion Wing their own Zacian to get the healing. And then they might be out of range.
Interesting. Do they do that?
No. But it would have been cool. But the thing is, I don't know if we're gonna KO them here with the wildfire. It's gonna be really close. It's gonna be really close. I think that's enough. I think. Oh, barely. Oh my gosh. Well, that was a close game. Yeah. We barely win the game and advance to Great Ball Tier 9. Our next opponent has the dreaded Double Dog, but Big Gordon is able to handle them. Double Dog was followed by one of the team's worst matchups, Ho-Oh. Okay. Ho-Oh is a pain in the butt. It's a huge pain. Okay. But yeah, basically Ho-Oh is just a piece of... It's just really hard to deal with because it's not like good inherently, but it has like the right typing that a lot of common Pokemon just can't touch it. Like if Groudon goes down, you're probably losing this, so we have to make sure Groudon survives.
Yeah, I'm seeing in the notes that definitely need Groudon. The Grimmsnarl are just like looking at each other. I think.
Oh, they didn't. I think you're just gonna kill their Groudon here. We'll have to see.
Oh, no.
You thought. Delicious. Look at how big the berry is.
Oh, true. The berry Dynamax is with us.
It does. I have a lot of questions about the like practical, like some of the more technical aspects. Like, why does the berry get bigger? I like that they like never explained Dynamax. Like, they never really explained what it was or like how it worked or anything like it. You know?
They said it was like a surgence of power or something.
Right. But in interviews, they never like fully explain it.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, piece. Basically, our plan right now is to ignore the Ho-Oh and to like kill the other mons first, and then at the end of the game, beat the Ho-Oh with Groudon.
Gotcha.
Here comes this guy. Dynamax.
Uh-oh. Is the most common
Yeah, it's Zacian and Incineroar at the top, and then yeah, after that the data gets I think the data's like a little outdated, so it's hard to say for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's definitely Zacian and Incineroar at the top. Although it feels like we haven't seen that much Incineroar today, which is nice.
Yeah, it was just early on.
Yeah, a little here and there. Pop. God, it's so strong. Nice.
Huge.
What's annoying is both these mons have recovery as well. So they're just like a huge pain to get rid of. Sometimes. Rooster. Oh, okay, nice. Because the rest of this game would have been annoying, so I'm glad that they just kind of...
You get paralyzed once as big Ho-Oh and you're done.
We were only one game away from Ultra Ball, but our next opponent had the same restricted Pokemon as us, plus the very unusual Cinderace. Thankfully, the combination of Charizard, Yveltal, and Groudon are enough to close the game out and land us in the final tier before Master Ball. We load into a game and stare down an unusual team full of Pokemon we haven't dealt with today. We decide to go with a more offensive mode, with Alecki over Grimmsnarl.
We could use Regieleki. We haven't used him in a while.
Our opponent leads off with Whimsicott and Zacian, but neither Pokemon matches up well into Charizard. I think you just Wildfire the Zacian, right?
There's not a reason to switch out yet, right?
Right, yeah.
They're
probably going to play defense.
Right?
I like that. Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, they stayed in. So as long as you hit the Zacian with some damage here, like, it's going to be really hard for them because Yveltal kind of beats the whole rest of the team.
He cranes his neck down so much.
just to be able to see. Oh.
Oh.
Are they gonna pick with both? Okay, well that's fine. They're not really gaining any ground is the thing.
No, like you could have done anything.
Yeah. I mean, this is I think good because you get some damage down, right?
And the fire starts anyway, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and like you can see that's a ton of damage in the Zacian already.
Yeah.
Why don't we airstream the Whimsicott this time, I think,
Oh,
because
to make...
they're both, like, you already have the fire up anyway, so, and then you can just Thunderbolt the Zacian.
Okay.
I don't think they led properly for this.
Double protect.
Yeah. So the thing is that at this point, Charizard's kind of done its job, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, and he's still fully.
Oh.
Also, giving a Lucky a speed boost is kind of wild because even with Tailwind up, like, you might still outspeed things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's dead.
Tiny Whimsicott. Caught in
like
a
caught.
hurricane. The hurricane of a lifetime.
Bye-bye.
Damn.
Yeah, Wildfire is just so good. If they have Calyrex, by the way, like, it's gonna be really... Oh, no. I feel bad, almost. Oh, no. There is so much danger. Oh, you want to be really mean, actually? You want to do something really mean?
Yeah.
You could
Always.
switch your Lucky out and max Quake here into the, I don't know, like, Calyrex. And what that would do is, like, make your... Like, so, yeah, yeah. And then you switch to the Yveltal, and now your Yveltal is going to be so... Because these are both special attackers.
Oh.
And so it's just going to be, like, so hard to get rid of. Oh, one note is you don't want to use Snarl in front of Milotic because you'll end up giving it a boost because of its ability.
Oh. What is that, Marvel scale?
It has a Marvel scale, and normally in VGC it uses competitive because, like, basically competitive is, like, special defiant. Yeah, you know. Oh my, wait, that's... What the heck? So that did way more than I think it should have. I'm pretty sure that's choice specs on the Calyrex, so you can just Sucker Punch it next turn and kill it. And that speed boost from last turn comes in handy because it lets Charizard move next rather than later. Geyser. Oh, I didn't... A little bit okay.
It starts raining and then Charizard explodes.
Yeah, wait, he's very nice. He's very polite. He's waiting for the... He's like, just a little longer. I think Volt Switch is good because you could, like, that way you can bring him in later too.
To Milotic?
Yep, and then you can just Sucker Punch the Calyrex because it can't protect, most likely because it's probably Scarf. Or Specs, sorry. Pop.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. I can't really feel bad, but the horse is so strong. I don't feel too bad for it. With Calyrex down, Milotic can't finish off all of our Pokemon in time. And after we stall at the Tailwind, Yveltal and Groudon finish it off without trouble. After 19 games, we're only one away from Master Ball tier. With bated breath, we load into what could be our final game and see something very scary indeed. Seismitoad and Kyogre are a very dangerous pairing that uses Seismitoad's wide coverage moves and Swift Swim ability. But this team also has beat up Dragapult with Justified Cobalion as an option, as well as the standard Tornadus Kyogre mode. Oh, and of course, Zacian, which is always a nightmare. In order to cover all options our opponent has, we need to do things a little differently. And so we lock in Grimmsnarl, Yveltal, Groudon, and Gastrodon. Our opponent, however, doesn't lead with any of the pairings we'd been planning for, and instead with Zacian and Tornadus. So, like, I think on the sheet I said that, like, Yveltal loses to Zacian, but, like, it's kind of really dependent on a bunch of stuff, to be honest.
Gotcha.
Oh, they're just hacking. Yeah, it's unfortunate. They're just playing it. Ugh.
Super offensive.
Yeah, it's the end of Grimmsnarl, unfortunately. Losing a Pokemon turn 1 is really bad, but we at least are able to do half health to Zacian with Foul Play. Alright, Gastrodon's gonna have to carry here, I think.
Woo.
Nothing new. Zacian does about half damage to our Yveltal, and Tornadus does good damage to our Gastrodon. Yveltal heals back up with Oblivion Wing, and Zacian barely hangs on after Gastrodon's Earth Power. I think it's funny that, like, Yveltal Foul Play, which is not very effective, did about as much as Gastrodon Earth Power, which is super effective.
Oh, nice.
Hey, this should KO.
Whew.
Okay, okay, that's a big
It was
deal.
slow.
Yeah, I think they're still not going for Tailwind. They really want Gastrodon gone, which, you know, makes sense given what they have in the back. I think you might max your Yveltal this game, by the way. This might be like the time.
This music is also much better.
Yeah, it's much more tense.
Yeah.
What?
Freeze?
Freeze? We have the same instinct. With Zacian gone, the Pokemon count has been evened up, but their Tornadus is low HP. The issue, though, is we never got Light Screen up, so Kyogre could be a huge problem for us with Yveltal being damaged. Seismitoad is sent out, and it's time to Dynamax.
This isn't a huge threat right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's really the Seismitoad that we have to watch out for, and it's basically they're trying to end up in a position where they can go into their Kyogre and beat you that way, and we're trying to end up in a position where we don't. That doesn't happen.
Look at his little grin.
Yeah, he's weird. He's very bulbous.
What a little
It is nice that you have Reflect up. That's gonna help out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Can't do a Voltball. Oh.
Oh,
Oh no. Okay, at least we're protected. What move is that? Oh, power whip probably. Oh, barely.
poor Gastrodon.
Poor Gastrodon is trying so hard to hang in there.
He's like, bro.
Okay, how much is this gonna do? Please do a lot.
Ooh.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Special defense.
Yeah, it took a drop. Okay, Jaiden, do you want to make a hard read here?
What is it?
So basically, we can switch Gastrodon out, which sounds crazy, into Groudon, but what that'll, like, they're probably going to use Torrent to attack into Gastro, and they're probably going to use Seismitoad to attack into Yveltal. So what that does is it, like, lets us then make sure that we can switch back into Gastrodon and get the, like, that later, you know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah.
So I think if you go Groudon and air... yeah, I think you go Groudon and Airstream here and pray that it does enough
Who?
into Seismitoad. It's gonna be really close. Because I think they want to air slash your thing here. Air slash your Gastrodon and like
Do a lot more damage to Yveltal.
yeah, exactly. So here's the air slash.
Oh.
A lot. Oh, wait. That's not. Oh wait, I think this means you KO them though.
Oh, they're setting up.
Yeah, but they are gonna die here, I think. Because you drop their special defense.
Oh, true.
Nice, okay. Oh, this is gonna be really close. Really gonna be down to the wire.
There he is.
There he is. There's the boy. Okay. Okay, so now hear me out. I think we go back into Gastrodon because that way we can maintain the weather. We have a Pokemon lead, but with Gastrodon so low, it's possible that Kyogre could still win the game for our opponent. Tailwind, okay. Should be Water Spout. Okay. Come on, Yveltal. Nice. Oh my god, that's so good damage.
Crazy.
Crazy damage.
Gastrodon back in.
But he's been really good. It's been really important to, like,
He
you know.
sure has.
Cool, so
He's just still here.
he is. What do you want to do with this turn with Gastrodon?
Probably just kill Thundurus, right?
I think let's
Tornadus?
yawn Kyogre here
Oh. Okay.
because we can suck.
Oh yeah, you're
Tornado.
right.
Nice.
I forgot that we have Yawn too.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, weird that they used it again.
Are they scarfed?
It might be a choice item. Yeah, I don't know. They
normally
might
what they
be.
do with-
It's okay. What do you want to do here? They have Yawn and Kyogre.
Does Groudon have Protect?
Yeah, they both have
I
Protect.
just want to double Protect.
Yeah, to go for it, 100%.
Ah!
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
That's awesome. That was a good one too. That was like pretty spooky, but
The grand reveal, maybe? Nope.
oh,
Oh, yeah!
awesome.
Oh,
And just like that, we made it into Master Ball tier. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Jaiden for doing this with me. I had a ton of fun working on this project, and I really love teaching people about competitive Pokemon. If you haven't already, you should check out her channel. And if there are any other creators you'd like to see me do this with, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.